If you're looking for second citizenship, there's many options around the world. I made a video that has gotten more than 500,000 views on the top 10 countries around the world to get second citizenship. What are the top 3 that are getting the most attention around the world that maybe you should consider for yourself? The first one, which is at the highest tier, it's the best passport and also the most expensive one, is Malta. Through their exceptional citizenship program, it will cost you all around $1 million. You need to donate a certain amount of money and then rent or buy a property as well and spend some time in Malta. Some people that have gotten this citizenship that you might know are Peter Thiel, who's in the process of getting it right now. Obviously, a very famous billionaire that has gotten many other passports. He has the German one, he has the American one, he got the New Zealand one by investment and contributing a lot to the country, and now he's getting the Maltese citizenship. And you also have other people like Alex Becker, who recently sold a company for around $100 million. He also has Maltese citizenship combined with a US passport, which maybe he will renounce in the future. If you're a multi-millionaire and you're considering Maltese citizenship by investment, maybe you're a US citizen, you don't want to lose access to the US, but you want to renounce your US citizenship, then obviously Malta is the only country that you can get extremely fast, around 1.5 to 2 years, to get back into the US. You will be a citizen of the European Union. A lot of people obviously don't want to live in Europe, don't want to be associated with Europe, but Malta is one of those countries that doesn't really harass you. The due diligence process to get the citizenship is quite hard, but once you become a citizen, they're not going to tax you all over the world, they're not going to chase you, they have a small population, and overall it's a country that has relatively low taxes in the European Union. So definitely a country that you should consider if you're looking for the top tier passport that has access to the rest of the world that the Caribbean citizenship don't have access to, and you have the money to splurge on this citizenship. The second citizenship that many people are getting is the Dominica citizenship by investment. For around $100,000, you donate to the island of Dominica and you get access to many countries around the world. The same visa-free access that you get with a St. Kitts passport, which I have invested into St. Kitts, which is the third country, most popular one. Dominica, you get pretty much the same visa-free travel for $50,000 less in donation, and you get it pretty quickly in about 6 months. Sometimes it takes way longer, depending on how many applications are at the time that you apply, because right now there's a lot of people applying for Dominica, specifically US citizens, and also people that are looking for access to the Schengen area and to the UK, because you get that with Dominica. Many Indian citizens, many citizens from around the world that don't have that much visa-free access, they're getting Dominica citizenship, as well as US citizens that just want a quick, cheap passport that they can renounce the US citizenship with. If you do it with the right agent, it should take around 6 to 8 months. I know I've mentioned before that it might take a year. It depends on the agent you work with, depends on the time that you apply, and it depends how fast you submit your documents. Let me know which passport you're most interested in getting, or which one you are getting or in the process of getting. Let me know in the comments down below. The Dominica passport, I would recommend it if you're just looking for a fast, cheap second citizenship that won't cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars. You don't need to invest into real estate, and maybe you want to renounce your US citizenship. Maybe you just want to protect. You're from Europe, from any European country, and you want to protect yourself against your country. Maybe you're Canadian and you're thinking Canada's going to impose citizenship-based taxation. Get Dominica, have it as a second option, and then you'll be protected. And the third citizenship, which I hold, is St. Kitts and Nevis, very popular among US citizens that want to have a strong second passport. Yes, you don't have access to Canada, to the US, to Australia and New Zealand. We're working on getting Canada back, but this one is the best for visa-free travel among all citizenship by investment countries that are around that 100,000 to 150,000. With Grenada and Dominica, obviously you have China, but if you don't want to go to China, you just want to go to the Schengen area, to the UK and other countries around the world, like in Latin America, then St. Kitts gives you that access. You don't have access to Japan, so you might want to add something like a Turkish citizenship by investment or just go straight to a Maltese citizenship, but this one is extremely popular with Americans, with citizens around the world that don't have access to many countries. Many people are getting this passport, and the timeline right now, according to our lawyers, is around 8 months. 6 to 8 months. It could take a little bit longer depending on the time that you apply. Usually all these countries in the Caribbean, St. Kitts, St. Lucia, Dominica, Grenada, all of them are going to be around 6 to 8 months. Maybe you pay a little bit more, it goes a little bit faster, but usually it's going to be around that time frame. St. Kitts and Nevis is the longest running citizenship by investment program among all the countries around the world. They started citizenship by investment, but don't let that make your decision to go for St. Kitts. Maybe you want to go for any of the other countries. If you want access to the US, you could get Grenada and get the E2 visa, or you want access to other countries around the world, you don't care that much about the countries that St. Kitts has visa-free access to, choose the country. That depends on you. These are the top 3 most popular ones right now. If you want to see the other countries around the world that you might want to choose, the prices, the requirements, the process, everything that has to do with citizenship by investment, check out this video right here on the 10 countries that offer it and what is the process and what exactly you need to do to get these passports.